I'm here to present you Compose Hammer. Compose Hammer is a modern UI toolkit that implements more than 59 Material U components, or the fancy Material3 stuff that you see in all modern apps. So basically, Compose Hammer is so slick that even Thor's Mjölnir will get envy, and you'll see why in a while. So after you install the plugin, a wild Boo Hammer will appear on your right sidebar in Android Studio, and when you open it, you'll see all the Material U, almost all, components implemented, and you can see their preview, like buttons. There are many commonly used ones. Also, for example, cards, which is something that we'll be implementing today. Here we have this fancy card. And I want our fancy card to be an elevated one. You see a description, you have links to the official Material3 Spec, guidelines, the developer's documentation, and I'll implement it the noob way, copying, pasting the imports, pasting the card code, and here we go. We just have a duplicated import. I'll remove it, and here we also show how you can fully customize it with all available options, almost all, of course. And here's our card, so let's make its implementation. Now I did a little dark magic, which you probably saw. When you press Option Enter, another wild hammer appears, which has all the components defined and lets you integrate them in the code directly. And I'll do it slowly to show you. We have also additional quick UI options. For example, adding spacers. It also automatically adds all the imports necessary. And our fancy card is almost finished. We just need a field button saying bye. And let's close the side menu and see the result. Oh, beautiful. Not very, but for the time being. Now we'll jump and we'll implement an entire login screen from scratch. And here we go. I'll go fast to see why Compose Hammer is so cool. So we start with a column, we'll add a spacer at the top. You see I didn't write any imports, it does it for me. And our welcome screen or login will say welcome. And we'll have a heading, let's be large. We'll also add another spacer, actually I need to wait because I want to put our content at the center. One weight, another weight, and our content will be a row, which will have two buttons. The first one would be a higher priority field one, which will be sign up. Of course, we want new users, that's how we make money. And between those buttons, we'll need a horizontal spacer. I don't write all the annoying modifier, dot, width and stuff, it does it for me. But I don't need another spacer, I need a second priority button. Let's use an outline one, and we'll say sign in for all already registered users. And because we want to be compliant with the WoW, we'll add another spacer. Not that the WoW requires it, but we need to add a checkbox which says I agree with whatever the terms and conditions which people don't read are. And we need a text. Of course, I use the quick UI option. After Compose UI, I haven't typed almost anything, and I say I agree. And of course a checkbox. Now I don't know how we make a checkbox, but I see checkboxes here, and I'll select checkbox. Oh, it even generates state, and it would be a magic if the result looks decent, but let's see. Alright, not great, not terrible. I'll just put some modifier here to fill max size, or maybe this screen can be modified outside. I'll add another modifier, you see, another magic. And maybe let's align the horizontal. Let's see. Yeah, looks like it. And that's just a few of the things that Compose Hammer can do. You also have a lot of common one in the Compose runtime. You can do get the current context, which also saves time. You can create That's the UI. You can also create launched effects, and the coolest part is that you can animate content easily. And feel free to check it out and explore it. It has a lot of cool stuff. It's still MVP, but we would like to see you inside. Thank you.